I like to be the big spoon so I can rub my boyfriend's butt while he sleeps. I'm a small person, 4 feet 10 while my boyfriend's 6 feet 1. He usually falls asleep faster than I do, so I like to rub his butt. He's been getting better sleep lately, so it's nice to listen to his snores, even his farts while he's sleeping. I usually go on Reddit, like right now, while he's passed out and rub his little bottom when I know he's having a bad dream. Plus, I've always been one to complain about Essos laying on my really long hair and overheating. I also hate the guy dead arm thing. It's not only uncomfortable for the guy, but also me. He likes being small spoon because he says he feels safe. I'm not sure how I would protect him, but it's nice to hear. I slapped the hell out of a girl in 8th grade and got away with it. You know how in middle school when the power would go out and it's pitch black and all of the girls would scream as loud as they can? I was standing next to this girl who had bullied me, boy, since 1st grade all the way up to 8th grade by making fun of my slightly chunky physique. The lights went out during PE in the gymnasium and it was pitch black. This is when she screamed as loud as she could and I turned and smacked her with my full strength right across the cheek and then hauled ass to the other side of the gym. When the lights came on, she was on the ground screaming and crying and I could barely keep myself from smiling. I'm not saying what I did was right, but it sure still feels like she deserved it. I recently stopped bothering to open an incognito window before watching porn. I don't know what this says about me, but it sort of feels like I'm giving up. At 40 years old, while severely depressed, the heaviest I've ever been, detached from my friends and unemployed from my career in software development for 3 years, I've become addicted to watching college decision reaction videos so I can live vicariously through high school seniors with their entire lives before them. Sometimes when I'm in bed and I feel a fart coming, I spread my cheeks so that it comes out like a gust of wind and laugh myself to sleep like a 6-year-old. I weigh myself before and after I poop to see how big my poop was. So far my high score is 2.2 pounds. When I am at a kid's birthday party, I like to get up close when the child is blowing out the candles so I can assess the damage from the child spitting all over the cake. Then I can decide if I wanna eat it or not. When phone shopping at stores, I used to write inappropriate stuff and post it to random people's Book of Faces accounts who would forget to log off on the display phones when you phone shop. Most of the display phones are working phones that are usually connected to Wi-Fi. A lot people would connect to the Book of Faces and forget to log out. Most of the posts were about how I hated the world. I would come out of the closet for some. Declare my love to someone in their friend list. I did have a code. I would never write something saying threatening violence to anybody. I just found out that Ray Charles didn't create Ray-Bans. I spent my entire life thinking that Ray Charles crested the Ray-Bans company and named it after himself. It turns out that's not true and Ray-Bans were created for pilots. That's all. Sometimes when I want to be alone and eat lunch in peace, I go to IKEA. In my opinion, they have pretty good food at their cafeteria and there's usually only a handful of people there eating during the workday, so I drive over really quick and get food during my lunch break. I slept with a TA in college without knowing it. I slept with my English TA over the winter break, and now he teaches my English course. I didn't know he was a TA at the time, but now it's just awkwardness in his class between us. I know what he likes, but play really rough sex and slapping, as well as strip teases. That was a good night, but OMG do I ever feel weird learning about Shakespeare's from the man whom I stuck 2 fingers up his butt. For all wondering, we met on Tinder and it was more than once, just a few random hookups. A customer told me she liked my smile today and it has honestly made my night. I've been going through a rough time recently, with my girlfriend breaking up with me and uni work stressing me TF out. But tonight, a customer told me I had a great set of teeth, and asked how long I had braces for, which I never did. This is probably the first time I've been complimented by another person out of the blue, and it honestly could not have come at a better time. Even my ex didn't shoot me compliments like that out of nothing. Thank you, nice girl at the bar. I make others think I care about them more than I actually do. I'm really not sure how I get myself into these situations. I'm both an energetic and sociable person and a person who needs a lot of alone time. I like people, but I enjoy working by myself. Because of my energetic personality and openness, I guess some people feel like they know me super well. While that may be true as I'm quite an open book, I actually forget about people quite often with my out of sight out of mind mentality. I moved overseas this year and many of my old friends try to keep in touch and talk about how sad it is that people grow apart and you'll never see them again. But to be honest, I'm very happy that I'll never see them again. I also suck at confrontation because I dislike conflict, so that's a plus. I prefer Telegram over WhatsApp, but not many people around me use it. I've left my athlete's foot untreated for 7+ years because scratching my feet raw at the end of the day is a pleasure unlike anything else. Sometimes I scratch till I bleed, but it is worth it for the glorious satisfaction of getting that itch. I've never been addicted to hard drugs, but I can see why people will put up with extreme discomfort if it means getting that sweet release at the end of the day.